Hi, I'm Rebecca J. Venton. Welcome to my Knit and Crochet channel.
Hi, today I'm going to show you how to add eyes and a mouth to my crochet masks that I showed you how to make on another video on this channel. So either go ahead and find the crocheted face mask and make it now. You can either do adult size or child size, or do the eyes right now and then later go and get that pattern for the mask itself and go ahead and do that. Now I used green. I think it's a good zombie color. You can choose whatever color you want. The mouth is sewn on with embroidery. I make sure I make big movements when I do it because this is a double crocheted mask, and of course you do have a lot of wiggle room here, so you want to be able to catch in areas that won't make the yarn go down. And then we have the eyes, and when you sew that on, what I'd like to do is come up and just catch it on the outside edge, because then that way, so it's really like the back loop of the crochet stitch or the single crochet stitch. That way when you look at it, you have a nice crisp circle that pops. It actually sticks out a little bit, where if you went through the whole thing, it would actually bring it more flat, and I think it has more dimension if you just go through the back loop and sew it on. All right, let's get started. Okay, first you're going to need, let me show you. First you're going to need, for the eye, we're going to do the middle. Now you're going to want black, at least that's what I did, but I'm going to show you in purple because it's a lot easier to read when I'm trying to do it to you. The purple, or the black, whatever color you use, it's an F-size hook, and it's 4 medium. It'll be on the scan, and that's the perfect size for making it. And then for the outer, I use like an off-white, and that's still the same. It's a 4 medium yarn. Okay, and I'm going to show you the pattern like I do on my other videos, so you can take a screenshot. All right, go ahead and take your screenshot. Okay, now let's get to it. Now, first we're going to do is black, but like I said, I'm showing you in purple. So chain 2. So we're first going to make a slip knot, and the tail doesn't have to be too long. Okay, pull it. Okay, now you're going to make 6 single crochet in second chain from hook. Okay, so first you're gonna chain 2. So 1, 2. Now 6 single crochet in second chain from hook. Okay, so this right here is the first chain, and there's the second. So I'm gonna go into the second one, grab some yarn here, and single crochet 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, now before I finish off, because that would be 6 finishing it off, but because I'm going to close it off now, and I want a nice clean look, I'm not going to finish it off yet. And join with new color. My new color, of course, mine is going to be the off-white. You do whatever you do. Cut it, give yourself, some inches here because you're going to be knotting it together. I'm going to join I like to do the over the hand. Keep it loose and keep the knot so it gets close to there. All right, cut it. You're not going to see any of the back, so you don't really have to weave in any ends. Okay, so finish it off. Now join. Now you're going to join to the first single crochet of the row you just did. So let me show you. This right here is the join from before, or and then, or not the join, the first single crochet, or the second single crochet that you went in. But you're going to join, here's the first single crochet right there. Okay, chain one. Let's see, yep, chain one. Now make 2 single crochet in each stitch around. Okay, so still that's the first stitch because we only joined there. So we want to get our 2 single crochet in that. In the next one, whoops, do 2, 1, 2, and in the next one, 1, 2. Let me get more yarn. Let's get that out of the way. Okay, in this one, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, and I didn't tell you before, but this means when you were done with the first row, you'll have 6 stitches, and you can easily count that. In the second row that we're doing now, when you're done, you'll have 12. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whoops, see? Now we know we're not done. 11, 12. Okay. Now, you see this right here? Now that is the join from round 1. So you don't go into that. Oh, believe me, I've done it so many times as a beginner. But that's the join. This one right here is the chain 1 that you did right here. That is just to get you height for the single crochet. So we don't look at that either. This is the very first stitch of round 2. That is where you're going to want to join. Okay? And you join, of course, by putting it in, grabbing it, pulling it through. All right, now we have 12. See what a nice little eye that is? All right, now for the small eye, you're going to want to fasten off now. And the way I fasten off is I chain the 1. Now, you're going to cut your yarn, but what I like to do, because why not just save the trouble of getting more yarn later, pull at least a good 12 inches and then clip it. That way you can just use that yarn and then just pull it all the way through. You can use that to sew it on with. Okay, but now what I want to do is I want one eye. So now you want a second eye, which is the large one. Okay? So the large one is worked the same way as the round 1, round 2, and then you want to move on to round 3 to make it bigger. Okay? So chain the 1, which I already did. Okay, so this right here, I forgot to show you what asterisks mean. It means whatever you see in that, that's what you're going to be repeating as long as the pattern tells you to. Mine was all the way around. Okay, so this one, the asterisk says single crochet. Okay, so find the first stitch, which is right here, single crochet. Now the comma, which means go to the next stitch. Now you're going to do 2 in the next stitch. Here's the next stitch. Let's do 2 in that one. Okay, so now you got a total of 3 stitches. Now you're going to want to do that all the way around, and you're going to end up with 18 when you're done. So let's repeat that, what's in the asterisk. Okay, in the next stitch, do 1. In the next stitch, you do 2. 1, 2. And then you repeat that all the way around. 1 single crochet in the next one, 2 in the next. 1 in the next, 2 in the next. And you're going to do that all the way around, and you're going to end up with the last stitch with 2 in the last stitch. Oops, sorry for hitting the camera. All right. I'm just going fast. You take your time, pause if you need to, as always. Okay, so I got to the last, and remember, here we go again. That's the join. Looks like a stitch, but it's not. That's how some people accidentally start increasing way too much. And then we got the height. Ignore that. That's the chain 1 for the height. And here is the first stitch. That is where you're going to join. Fasten off, which means just to chain the 1. Okay, and this one, oops, sorry, hit it again. This one also, give yourself a lot of room for the tail and pull it through. And now let's see, where did I put my needle? Okay, there it is. All right, so now you're gonna thread the end. Make sure it's a yarn needle so the head of it is big enough for your yarn to get through. It's always a pain if you get the wrong one. And like I said, find your space. I like to fold my mask in half, figure out, I don't count this edge, okay? I just count this edge, and I figure out where I want it in the middle. And the same side, same on this. I don't count this edge. That's where it gets smaller. And then I figure out where I want it, so there's enough double crochet this way and enough double crochet this way, and it makes it so it's pretty much in the middle. And like I said, when you sew it on, I like to come up and go through the outer loop like that and go down. Okay, and you go all the way around that way, it pops. All right, so let's cut that off. We don't need that anymore. Okay, and then for the mouth, I used double black. There's 2 strands, and I do it at the same time. Give yourself a lot of room. I did this right away right in the beginning. I did the smile first. You can make the smile any way you want. Make it a frown, make it a straight line. And I came up from the middle, pretend this is black and it's double, and I just go down. All right. Pretend it's double. And then like for here, I just went. All right, and then on my way back, I either did more yarn on my needle or use the same if I gave myself a lot. Now this one also, make sure it's double, even though this isn't. And what I did was I came up and came down. Well, and it's as simple as that. I hope you enjoy making it. That's it for now.